Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Roxanne. This is Daily Rambles. I'm doing something on my phone again. Guess whose computer decided to update? Mine. But we're going to go ahead and push forward, and we're doing season 4, episode 18 of The Flash, called Fury Rogue. So we start off with Wells is running tests, and it's not great. He's actually getting dumber because of the cap. It kind of fried a little bit of his brain, and says his IQ drop. They have Barry and Iris in therapy, and it's about Ralph this time, and basically, you know, the therapist asks him about his grief, and he says he's fine, he's just kind of dealing with it, and all that type of stuff, and he just kind of brushes it off. And then we have the Thinker is a lot better. He is basically a changed man, and he's all good, basically. And they're getting ready for the next plan, but Mechanic is all lovey-dovey right now and kind of wants to, like, take a breather and do all this other stuff, but he kind of just blows her off. And then we have Cisco wants to use the thinking cap, but Will stops him. And then he wants one for himself, and Will says, okay, let's do that. And then we have Iris checks in on Caitlin. Then we get a meta alert, and the coordinates that appeared all of a sudden disappeared. So they want to move the meta with the radioactivity. And so Barry is trying to move the meta. And then we go to Earth X, where Leo Snart is, and he's fighting Siren X. So Barry rescues him and brought him back to Earth 1, along with Siren X just kind of popped in as well. And her powers are a little bit different because she basically can hear what everyone's saying, and the other Laurels have never done that. So that actually is like a new little thing, which I actually kind of liked. And then Snart gets filled in about what's happened and what they're doing. And he said, okay, you can have me for 24 hours, then I gotta go back because he's getting married. And then we have Cisco is testing the cap, and it got overloaded by Wells. And basically, he breaks it and says, like, I'm helping you out, so don't use it. And then we have the Mechanic is dressed lovely for him. Like, she's in a beautiful dress. And again, he blows her off. And she goes like, I just thought it's like, that's your problem. So, and also he started giving her the lovey-dovey medicine and stuff, so she's acting on her own accord. And then we have Snart and Barry talk about Ralph and how he needs to deal with his grief, but he won't do it. And because he says, like, once you grieve, you'll be more clear-headed. And then we have the Caitlin fish the suit to help with the radioactivity. And they also have Siren X heard everything as well. So now they're going to be moving the meta. And they have Snart and Caitlin talk about Killer Frost and how she misses her and how she's getting close to her. Then DeVoe shows up when they're transporting the meta. And then Siren X shows up, and then Barry tried to fight DeVoe, but it didn't really work, and just kind of froze up. And then Siren X took Caitlin and Joe. And then Snart tells them about her and how she went crazy cuckoo pants because the Dark Archer wasn't in love with her, obviously, and she... And she lost all of her family, so she's gone crazy pants. Then we have Barry brushes off everyone that's concerned with him about whatever's happening with his grief and how he won't deal with it. So he kind of brushes them off and leaves. Then we have Cisco and Wells talk again. Then Wells finally comes clean about what happened. And then we have the Thinker is confused, but the Mechanic says, like, you know, all the possibilities, but you won't do the feelings aspect of it. Like, that's why he froze. And again, he brushes her off. And then we have Barry and Sonara argue again. Then we have, well, not again, they just argue. It's like, you just got to deal with your grief, then you can think more clearly. And then we have Sergeant X takes over the police station and tells the guy to remove the helmet, the Meta to remove his helmet, so everyone kind of gets unconscious because of the radiation poisoning. And then she makes him elevate by screaming at him with her sonic cry, and then makes his radiation go up. Then we have the Flash, then Flash and Leo get in there, and then she knocks him out, but then Sonara is literally telling him when he wakes up to deal with the grief, and then you can move on. It's not your fault, you just need to deal with it. So he manages to knock her out and handle everything, and then goes to deal with his grief. And then they cool down the Meta with the 2 ice guns, or ice rays, whatever. And then we have Cisco give Sonark a mini breach so he can come to the beach whenever he wants for the honeymoon, or if he needs help. So he takes it and leaves. And then Caitlin is researching on how to get Killer Frost back. And it turns out there's still something weird in her DNA, but there's no dark matter. And then we have Wells is leaving to go visit Jesse before he gets super dumb. And that's what he said. And then we have Cisco convinces him to stay, and then tells him you need to tell the team. And he says, like, let's not tell them right now, I'll tell them later. And then you have therapy part 2, where Barry is dealing with his feelings and actually is talking about it. They have the Meta in the lab and VR. So technically he's on the beach somewhere, but he's really in Narga's facility. And then the Thinker talks down to the mechanic, saying, I was right, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. And she's finally seeing clear. Finally. Might take you for like 1,000 years. So anyway, she's not taking that drug anymore. She's finally come to her senses, and she finally gets it. And she's like, oh no, what's happening? So anyway, that was the end of the episode. I thought it was actually a really good episode, but I don't know. I'll probably give this like I'll give this a B+. There's some things that I wasn't vibing with, really. And, I mean, also Cisco wants to use the thinking cap. That, to me, didn't really make any sense. He's already a smart guy, and was so animate about Wells not using it and all this other stuff. So, why in the world would he try to start using it? So, that didn't make any sense to me. I thought that was unnecessary. And, I don't know. The way Thinker is like spinning his brain, he's starting to get isolate his feelings and stuff, and not to use them as much. He's more into A, B, C, and D, and not taking consideration to his wife or anything else, because she did a lot of the work, and I feel like he won't admit that. So anyway, those were my main issues with the episode. I just feel like, you know, that was it. Anyway, so I think that's going to do for this video. I am actually super tired. I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I cannot believe my computer decided to go through an update right now. It's so annoying. So anyway, that's going to do for this video. So if you like this video, please go to like, comment down below, tell what you think of the episode. Do you agree, disagree? Just say what you think. And if you want me to record more videos on my phone, because the audio might be a little bit better, please let me know down below, so that way I'll keep doing it. I'll get like a stand or something, and I can record videos on my phone. But I just had to do it like this. If I do it the other way, my eyes get all kinds of crossed. So anyway, I want y'all to have a super awesome day, night, evening, whenever you watch this. Just have a good one, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, everybody.